Hello everyone, it's Sean, and this is the second video in my 1980s childhood toy collection. This is about a little known toy called CONSTRUX. Basically what CONSTRUX are, they are a building toy. So you can build all kinds of things with it. There's even a motorized section, which I put batteries in for the first time in 30 years. And this is one of the original guides. So you can build anything with it because it has many different beams. I'll show you the guide first. So I had to tape the guide together, but you can see how all the different parts can fit together. And you can see the different parts. You have blue connectors, triangle beams, short ones, thick ones. How you put the pieces on. And of course how you put the people together, how you put them in a seat, how you roll up a little winch, how you put the panels in, put the wheels on. Okay, let's see what the other side is. This is one of the very first guides, that's why it explains so much. And you'll see on the other side, now you see, 1983, and it was made in Canada. Oh, look at that, the year of my birth, it was patented. And you can see all the different vehicles that you can put together here. See? All through the guide. And that was just the first guide. Then you had the space set. Now that came out in 1986. You can see it here. And you can see all the parts it came with. Most of those parts I still have in my possession. So you see pilot pods, skis like the like the ships in episode 8. Cockpits, engines, light up things. They go around the ship. And so if you take a look at this side, you will see the various different creations. Of course, I always planned my own, but I'll show you those pictures later. I'll splice them into the video. So this one was 1986. Of course, 1987, you had the building, the mechanical one. 1-year warranty? Well, it works even after 30 years. I'll demonstrate that. And there's the different vehicles that you can build with wheels on them. And it shows you how to connect the battery pack, what batteries it needs, everything like that. There's the wired remote. I guess it can actually lift stuff. Different wheels, different speeds, all that stuff, and how you put the big thick wheels on. Final piece of the puzzle I had was the army set, which you can see here. So these are the different ways to put the army parts together. I'll get it folded up in a minute. There you go. See, you can see they have cockpits of their own. They have the CAD-PAD panels. They have the wheels, they have missiles and weapons. And then if you turn it to the other side, you can see an example of vehicles that you can build. Alright, so that's it for the guides. I'll show you some of the pieces next. Turn out quite as I expected, but you can see the parts here. So those are parts from the space. So are these. These should still glow in the dark. Let me take a look. Oh yeah, very faintly you can see it in the center there. See how it's closer? And this is the vehicle, which should actually still work. So just give me a minute here and I'm going to see if I can get it to work. Should work. So 1 second. I'm going to plug everything in and I'll be right back. Okay, let's see how this goes here. Oh, that's reverse. There's forward. Good, so we know it still works. It's been a few years since it's had the batteries installed. Okay. Alright, so you can see all the different space parts here, the pods with the, you can see the pilot in there. And you can see there's an Army wheel. There's some of the space panels. Here's some of the regular panels, blue and white and gray. Here's some of the Army CAD-PAT panels. Here's one of the little men. Yeah, so all these are from, oh, there's the original astronaut I have. He's kind of faded in yellow now, but there he is. You can still see the original sticker on the cockpit. So basically you have all the parts here, they're all mixed together, but what I did to separate the box is I put all these parts in one section, and I put all the other parts in the other section. So I'm going to put everything back in this box, and I'll move on to the big bin, but before I do that I'll splice in the few pictures and videos of things I've built with my Constructs over the years, and you can see that you can truly build anything. So I'll be back with that. Back again. Now this bin is kind of wedged under the table, so I can't move it too much, but I can at least open it. Now, I bought this bin at a Montreal flea market just before COVID struck. So that was back in March of 20, and you can see there's many cockpits. You can see them all here. And there is canopies, there is rounded canopies. I mean, these are a lot of Constructs things that I never saw before. So I'm going to take off the all the canopies, lay them out. I'll show them to you, and then I will show you the organized Ziploc bags full of connectors and panels. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. So you can see all the pods here. You can see the sheer assortment of parts I never had in my childhood collection, but that was from the Army collection, that's from the space one. I don't have a clue what those are. Look like giant suspension things or something. I don't think that's even a Constructs piece. These might not be either. There's a different Constructs power pack. Different colored panels. I never had those visors. There's a really curved one. Blue ones, never had those. Purple. So anyway, that is pretty well all the big parts. The parts that I was not able to organize. But I'll show you all the parts that I was able to organize. So there's wheels here, helicopter blades, reflectors, etc. But here's what I will show you. This is, I'll actually take out these guides. We'll take a look at those guides. Be right back. Alright, so you can see the bag of beams here. Long beams, curved beams, black beams. Never had those. But you can see the different guides. So there's a different Army set. Oh, that's some kind of G.I. Joe set. That's not a, that's not CONSTRUX? I don't know, but I think it's some kind of catalog. Let's take a closer look. All right, well, look at here. An entire G.I. Joe catalog. Interesting. With a range of Cobra figures. Let's check out the other side. A range of vehicles. So that's quite something. Yeah, Hasbro, Quebec, Canada. Fall 87. So obviously that's a 1987 one. That's why the other half was in French. Okay, well that's interesting. Anyway, back to the CONSTRUX. Okay, so let's see. That's the same helicopter I have, I think. There's a set I never had. Some kind of alien set. And so you can see where the colored beams come from. I'll unfold it, take a look. Quite an extensive guide, there you go. Lots of the different examples of a vehicle you could make. How to fit the aliens in the cockpit. How to put on the glow-in-the-dark pieces, some of which still work after 30 years. How to put on the wheels. And if you turn it around, it should be just like the other one. And have a whole example of different vehicles that you can build. Here you go. It's amazing these guides hold up so well after, well, if it's mostly 1987, it's 35 years, isn't it? Trying to find the copyright date, but I don't see it. Oh, wait, there we go. Oh my gosh, this is a set from 1984. Look at that. Wow. That's quite good. It's in that amount of shape after 38 years. Anyway, on to the next guy. That's another space vehicle set. This is a green one, Road Rigs. I'll see if I can unfold it because it looks quite neat. That one's 1985. So that's how it folds out. Oh, quite multicolored. Look at that. All the way out. And then on the back, of course, it shows you all the different vehicles you can build with the parts. Then we'll take a look at some of the leftover decal sheets here. So you can see some of them here. What is that copyright date on there? 1985. There, I bet that's could be part of the G.I. Joe set. I'm not sure. Most of these decals have been used. And then there's just a couple guides left. You can see them here. So they all pretty well look the same, and they all have lots of parts where you can build everything. So it's nice and folded together. Alright, so that's 87. And this one is sorry, trying to do this one-handed. 85 again. Oh, stairs. So hopefully I have the stairs. Anyway, that's enough of the guides, and now on to the actual bagged parts, because it took me a lot of work to organize. Alright, so you can see a lot of the organized and bagged parts here. Not sure it's all CONSTRUX. These are the turned connectors, you know, the ones with 45-degree angles. This is the entire bag of some panels, including some space panels with the the decals, and some more curved parts. This is a bag full of all the straight parts and the Army curved parts. So small white, well, small gray, small white, small black, medium. Had to separate it out like that because there was just too many of them. Here's a jar full of wheels. Some more wheels in there. And this is the giant bag of connectors. So blue connectors, gray, army green, red, green. And if I'm looking at right there, those are the blue hinged connectors. The ones that turn at a 90-degree angle so that you can pull something and you can have it actually go around the corners. So it took me a lot of work to organize everything into here, but I wanted to make sure when I went into this expanded set that everything was well organized. So basically that is the entire CONSTRUX collection. Both the giant bin and my personal collection from my childhood. So between them I should be able to build a lot. I'm actually thinking of using those CONSTRUX to build the command base for the Tyrants of Wind for my aerators here. I'll show you. Right there, see? You can see the command base here, which they never produced. So if I can find a way to use the CONSTRUX, if I can find the red stairs, I can build that command base for the aerators. It should work. Anyway, that's all for the CONSTRUX video. I'll splice all the parts together probably tomorrow and put it all together and upload it to the YouTube channel. Probably tomorrow night, Wednesday, while the model paint is drying. Anyway, talk to you all later and see you soon.